Hey guys, this is just a video to help you if you're struggling with these B3 homework questions. All right, so check out our table of values. Tables of values just give you coordinates and you can plot those on your graph. So this horizontal axis we call the x-axis and the vertical one is the y-axis. If it doesn't show you any numbers, you can assume that they all go up by 1. So right in the middle is 0, 0. Then the x-axis, if you go to the right, you get your positive numbers. If you go to the left, you get your negative numbers. Just like a number line. You don't have to write these on. I'm just writing it in case you're unsure of how it works. The y-axis, if you go up, you get your positive numbers. And if you go down, you get your negative numbers. Now we can just assume this. If there's no scale on our graph, we can assume it's going up by 1s. Okay, so now we can graph our data. So we just go point by point. So this first coordinate, -2, -5, means you go -2 on the x-axis, so left 2, and then -5 on the y-axis, so down 5. And then you'll put your point right there. And now you move to the next coordinate, -1, -3. -1 on the x-axis, -3 on the y-axis. Next one is 0, -1. 0 on the x-axis and -1. Now that's a special value. That value is called the Y-intercept. That's where our line is going to cross the y-axis. And then the next point is 1, 1. 1, 1. So these points all follow a pattern, so you can attach them with a straight line. I know all this is really hard to do on the iPads, so if you have a printer and you can print off graph paper, or if you want to write out some graph paper, or head to the dollar store and buy some graph paper, or ask me for some graph paper, let me know. So that's how you graph the line. And then if we wanted to find the slope of this line, we could find it right from the graph, if you want, by using 2 points. So let's say we used like the first 2 points on our graph, and all we're finding is the rise over the run. So it looks like the rise is 2 units and the run is 1. So our slope would be equal to rise over run, which is equal to 2 over 1. So our slope is just 2. And our y-intercept is -1. You can also find the slope from a table of values by deciding what do the y's go up by every time. Looks like they go up by 2. And what your x's go up by. They go up by 1, so 2 over 1. You always just need 2 points. If it's a straight line, you just need 2 points to find the slope. Okay, the next one could help you with question 2. So this is just describing a scenario. So let's say you're going bowling. You've got some shoes. They're going to cost you $3. That's a one-time fee. You don't have to pay for each game you play. You don't have to pay shoes every time. This is a one-time fee. It could also be called like a flat rate or an initial cost. So a number of names all meaning the same thing. These all boil down to the y-intercept. That's where your line's going to start at $3. The cost per game is $5, which means every time you pay a game, you have to pay an additional $5. So sometimes instead of just graphing it right off the bat, it's easier to do a table of values. So if you had to do a table of values, first you have to know what are your 2 values, what are your 2 variables going to be. So number of games is going to be your independent variable. So how many games are they going to play? Number of games of bowling. And how much will it cost you is going to be your other variable. So in the question that you guys have to do, it's about a girl making money from shoveling driveways. So that's going to be like the time will be your independent variable for the shoveling question. And then the cost or the amount that she gets paid will be your other variable. So time and cost. And then you decide what you want it to go up by. So personally, I'm going to start at 0 games and then just go up by 1s. So I know if I don't play any games, I still have to pay for shoes. But then if I decide to play one game, that's $5 plus my shoe costs. So that's $8. You kind of treat these like separate scenarios. Okay, what if somebody wants to play 2 games of bowling? Well, that's going to cost them $5 a game. So 2 games would be $10 and they'll have to pay for shoes. So $13. What if they want to play 3 games? $5, $10, $15 plus your shoes. So $18. So you can see that the cost of the bowling games is increasing by $5 every time. That's our rate of change, or our slope, which makes sense because that's the cost per game. So that's the slope, the rate of change. And then this special number here, $3, that's our initial cost. That's just our flat fee, our Y-intercept. So let's make a quick scale. So we always start at 0. And then for games, I'm just going to go up by 1s. I'm just going to skip a line so I space it out a bit. And then for the cost, don't forget to write here what your axes are. For cost, it's awkward, but I think I'll go up by maybe 5, 10, 15, 20. I don't know, like 5s. Might have been a better number to pick. I don't know. And now I'm going to plot my points. So for 0 games, it's $3. So that would be like here-ish. For 1 game, it's $8. Which would be like here. For 2 games, it's $13. For 3 games, it's $18. And so on. It's not required that you connect them with a line, because actually the line doesn't really make sense. Because it kind of implies that you could play half a game, which you obviously can't. So you could just leave all the dots on your graph, which would be totally fine. Okay, what if we change some conditions of this girl's bowling experience? Let's say we up the cost of the shoes to, I'm going to charge you $20 for a pair of shoes. What will happen to our graph? Well, instead of it being $3, now it's going to cost $20. And if the cost per game stays the same, we're just going to have like a parallel line situation. Still be the same slope, but our Y-intercept will be much higher. Okay, what if the cost per game changes? What if we make that only $2 per game and we keep the shoes at $3? Okay, well now we'll start at the same spot, but our cost per game will be cheaper. Now for 1 game, it would only cost us $5. So our rate of change will be a lot smaller. So our line will be less steep. All right, and that's it. I hope that helps.